What's going on, beautiful PewTubers, and happy holidays? It's your boy Justin with Cerebral Firearms, and today I have a pistol I've been wanting to review for a while. A Canik, but not just any Canik. The creme de la creme in the TP9 series, the Elite Combat Executive. Now, did it hold up to my expectations? Does it live up to the hype? Kind of, but we'll get into that later. Let's get it! Preface this review by saying there was a minor issue with the Vortex red dot mounting screws. Now, I am not a big fan of Vortex red dots on pistols, and my buddy bought this pistol with the Vortex mounted on top. So with that said, I took this bad boy off, shot 750 rounds through it, and thought to myself, hey, you know what? 250 rounds, let's put this bad boy back on. So I got my Torx screwdriver out, torqued her to spec, started shooting again, noticed that thing was bouncing all on top of the rail. So I took it off and I noticed that the head of the screw was just about sheared off. And unfortunately, that led to a failure with the red dot. Put the back plate back on, put the sight back on, or the rear sights with the plate back on. Contacted Salient Arms, and immediately 3 hours after I contacted them, they sent out an awesome package with replacement screws. Now, after doing some research, I noticed this is a problem with other people, not only just Caniks, but Delta Point, Trijicon, Vortex. All of those guys are having issues with these screws. It just seems to be a lackluster screw that's messing this up. I'm not going to say that I couldn't have over-torqued it. My screwdriver could have been out of spec. Who knows? Regardless, Salient Arms did great by me, and they went ahead and sent out my buddy Evan this awesome package with some new screws. So thank you to Canik Customer Service. Let's get back into the review and learn some cool stuff. First off, I want to mention our affiliate, XSTEELtargets.com. XSTEEL Targets is an amazing site dedicated to AR500 and AR550 steel targets made in America. Great prices. Codename Cerebral at checkout gets you 10% off and helps the channel. The best way to help the channel is definitely super thanks. So if you guys like videos like this or the things that we have in the past, please let us know with our super thanks. Let's get into the rest of it. Canik was pushed onto the scene with some early, budget-friendly models of pistols. Now, unfortunately, these pistols came with a couple of issues, primarily due to the striker. These hiccups, or call it growing pains if you shall, have since been completely fixed. Now Canik has based their brand on reasonably priced firearms with the ability to put in some great work right out of the box. Modeled after the well-proven Walther P99, the TP9 Elite Combat Executive comes with 2 magazines, one with the standard 15 rounds and one with a +3 base plate. The barrel is made by Salient Arms with PVD coating increasing its lubricity and durability. The barrel has gone through 1,000 plus rounds without any wear and was super easy to clean once I was done. It also claims to be an increased marksman barrel, but the part that blew me away was the MSRP of the barrel in comparison to the firearm. It's about half the cost of the entire pistol. The sights are steel combat edged blacked out in the rear with a precise edge, great for one-handed charging on objects. I did use it for one-handed charging a couple of times, and it was super easy. Kind of comparable to those with the M18 or M17 pistols. It also has a steel fiber optic front sight with interchangeable fiber rods included in the box. It comes with the red fiber rod installed from the factory, but you can change it to a yellow one if that's what you fancy. It comes with a full rail on the bottom for any light your heart desires and a thread protector that easily backs off unless you get down on her with the wrench that is included. It has an extended ambi slide lock or slide release lever, whichever camp you claim, which is very accessible. Unfortunately, this proved to be an issue for me due to my high purchase on firearms where it impedes the ability to lock open on the last shot. I experienced one in the beginning of the review, but for some reason that was it. The mag release is not ambi, but can be switched to the other side. The extended mag release came on the firearm when it was presented to me, so I kept it. This severely spoiled me. So while other companies do not include these options, I will have to spend my additional money on the Glocks and SIGs I have in order to make them feel as good as this Canik did. So Canik, thank you for including these on some of the models you guys have. The magwell is a Salient Arms extended magwell. Unfortunately, the way this magwell is attached, I seem to find myself pushing the magwell downwards towards the front, stressing the screw attachment and throwing my grip off a little bit. The second thing I found as a downfall of the pistol is the grip itself. Now the grip angle is amazing, but the texturing is a little lackluster. It is hard to pinpoint what I really like, but this is not it. The front and rear grip have a CZ style triangle pattern texture, but not quite as aggressive, while the sides are simply slick. The trigger guard is amazingly large and accentuated. No issues with glove shooting or rapid deployment from a holster. It's a great feature that destroys other firearm trigger guards such as Glock. The sides of the pistol grip have some texturing or stippling which allows your fingers to know where their home is better than just muscle memory. This includes an indexing portion on the right side that doesn't look like it should feel good, but I was blown away when I saw the words "Made in Turkey" instead of stippling. Now, I enjoy press checks more than most people, so front serrations are great, and these are nice, aggressive, and easily manipulated. The last thing we'll speak on is the trigger. It's ridiculous. It has a fat tang, great wall, crisp pull, and unbelievable reset. The trigger is about 4.8 pounds and one of the best I've ever felt. This rings true for most Canik's lineup. Overall, how did the firearm fare? Well, over 1,000 rounds were fired and there was one light primer strike, and that's the extent as to the mechanical issues we ran into. The gun shot beautifully. Its trigger is as close to perfect for a polymer, striker-fired pistol as you can get. The ergonomics are great and the contents that come with it are amazing. The gun itself weighs well and checks every box I can ask for in a pistol, aside from the grip. With all of this said, there are other models of the Canik firearms that I can think of that I prefer to the TP9 Combat Executive Elite, including the Matei SFX Pro and the Rival. Needless to say, I enjoyed this review so much, I bought a Rival of my own so I could do a long-term review myself. The question now stands, do I approve of the Canik TP9 Elite Combat Executive? Absolutely. The firearm was perfect for the one-off owner all the way down to a competitive shooter. Now, would I take this into war with me? Absolutely not. I would have to do a lot more than just the tests that I ran. And as of right now, there are a couple of other models of firearms I trust a lot more than Canik. Now, that's not a knock to Canik. It just comes down to reliability over time and in the hands of individuals within war zones. Yes, Canik is a great firearm, but only time can tell how it's going to fare in regards to reliability. Let the civilian market test it out. Let's see those reviews. Until then, happy holidays, everybody. Learn, train, evolve, and remember your local mental health charities. I have some listed out in the description, along with super thanks would be greatly appreciated, and a like and subscribe. Happy holidays.